What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Gen W, where we break down real trades and build generational wealth through smart decision making. If you caught yesterday's pre-market video, a lot of those setups hit clean. I'll walk you through my PLTR trade first, how I planned it, managed it, and exited for profit. Then we'll break down the top setups I'm watching today across the market. Yesterday, I highlighted PLTR as a potential breakout setup, and it delivered. At the open, price dipped briefly but reclaimed the $190 level fast. The next bar formed a wide indecision doji. That was my cue to get in early with a small starter position. 4 contracts of the $200 calls X1031. Average price 146. When the next candle pulled back but held above the opening print around 189ers, I scaled to a full position, adding 8 more contracts for an average cost of 122. Stop loss set at 189.50. The move played out exactly as planned. Quick rally to a new high of day at 191.75, where I trimmed 3 contracts into strength. Price then retested $190 and held. That was the confirmation to stay long. I took partial profits again on the next push and scaled out as momentum faded. Total position, 12 contracts for $15.08, risking about $225 to make 500 plus. Final profit was $535, a clean 2-to-1 risk to reward trade. The takeaway, stick to your plan, use confirmation candles, and scale out on strength. NVDA bullish hammer on the daily. A break over yesterday's high around $192 sets up a move to $195.25. If we get a pullback to $189.50 and it holds, that's another entry point for a long. Watching the $195 calls X1031. AMD, another bullish hammer. Break over $260 targets, the overnight high at $263.50. Pullbacks to $252.75 are still bullish for continuation longs. Watching the $262.50 calls X1031. Robinhood, indecision doji but showing relative strength. Break over $147.45, targets $153.85. If $145 holds support, look for calls. A break under $145 should find support at $141 for a swing setup long toward the highs. Watching $150 calls XP1031 for momentum. Micron bullish hammer, even on a red day, held strong at $218. Support there targets $224.93, and swing entries could start at $210 or $205s. Watching the $225 calls XP1031. OKLO still in a downtrend. Yesterday rejected $143.50 and tagged support at $130.40. If we reject that level again, puts could work for a retest of $130 and potential swing to $115. Watching $130 puts XP1031. PLTR. After the breakout yesterday, we closed with an indecision doji. If we pull back to fill the gap around 186.65, that's my spot to reload long back to 190s and possibly 192.85. A clean break above $190 and retest gives the long entry. Watching $195 calls XP1031. Qualcomm, massive breakout on AI chip news. If we pull back to 180.25, I'll look long to 190.25. If it breaks and retests above 190.25, next target is 201.15 as there's thin structure up there. Watching $190 calls XP1031. SOFI, bullish hammer testing all-time highs at 30.25s. If we get a gap fill retest and close above 30.25, I'll target $31 and potentially higher. This is breaking out of an ascending triangle. A swing candidate. Watching $31 calls X1031 or next week calls for swing. Tesla broke over range highs at $453.50, pulled back to support at $448.65, still showing relative strength. Break and retest of $453.50 targets $458.15, and strong momentum could carry to $470.75. Watching $460 calls XP1031 for scalps and runners. That's the playbook for today. 9 setups, each with clear levels, entries, and option ideas. Trade with discipline, respect risk, and let price confirm before you jump in. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe to Gen W, and turn on notifications for tomorrow's market recap and pre-market plan. Trade smart, build wealth with purpose. This is Gen W.